Did you know that if Earth had rings like Saturn, it could dramatically alter our climate and ecosystems? In this video, we'll explore the incredible concept of Earth having rings and what that would mean for our planet. Let's jump right into it. Imagine this. Earth is surrounded by shimmering, majestic rings, much like Saturn. But these beautiful bands wouldn't just be for show. They'd have some serious consequences. The first major impact would be on Earth's weather patterns. These rings would reflect and block sunlight, causing the temperature to drop in some regions and rise in others. The areas underneath the rings would likely experience cooler conditions, as less sunlight would reach the surface. It could alter rainfall patterns, creating droughts in some places and torrential rains in others. You could even see extreme weather events, like hurricanes or wild storms, becoming more common due to these shifts in climate. The world's climate would no longer be as predictable, and the planet might experience significant weather disruptions. But that's not all. The gravitational pull of the rings could affect Earth's gravity. While the change might be subtle, it could have important consequences. Ocean tides could become larger or smaller, changing the behavior of the seas. Coastal areas might experience more frequent flooding or shifts in water levels. And with the gravitational forces from the rings, even the Earth's crust might shift, potentially triggering earthquakes or volcanic activity in places where we wouldn't expect them. Imagine how these sudden changes could affect human life, agriculture, and coastal cities. Some species of animals and plants that rely on consistent sunlight might struggle to adapt, and entire ecosystems could be in jeopardy. Now, how would these rings actually form? Picture this: a massive asteroid or comet colliding with Earth, sending huge amounts of debris into orbit. This debris would take years to settle and form a ring system around Earth. The rings would likely be made up of particles like ice, dust, and rock, very similar to the makeup of Saturn's rings. These particles would vary in size, some as tiny as dust grains, others as large as boulders. The rings would constantly shift, move, and evolve over time. Some of the debris would eventually fall back to Earth, causing meteor showers and striking the planet with incredible force. Having rings wouldn't just change Earth's environment, it would revolutionize space exploration. The dense particles in the rings would make it difficult for satellites and spacecraft to navigate. Space agencies would have to take extra precautions when launching rockets or launching new satellites into orbit. It would require an entirely new approach to space travel, and space missions might become more dangerous or even unfeasible in some cases. We would need new technology to avoid collisions with debris and ensure the safety of astronauts. Now, here's the most striking part. These rings wouldn't just be a visual marvel. They would change human civilization itself. Imagine looking up at the night sky, with the stunning rings visible from nearly every point on Earth. The sight of these massive rings wrapping around our planet would be one of the most spectacular things humanity has ever seen. Cities around the world might adjust to the constant presence of the rings, altering lighting, architecture, and infrastructure. And as the ring's shadow passes over different parts of the Earth, the amount of sunlight could vary throughout the day, affecting crops and agriculture. Plants might struggle in the shifting light conditions, and we would have to find new ways to farm in a world where sunlight is no longer predictable. Moreover, the presence of the rings could impact human societies in other ways, from changes in tidal behavior to how we use space technology. The presence of rings would alter our approach to the environment and the cosmos. It could even lead to a shift in how we view our place in the universe. Earth would no longer be just another planet. It would become a cosmic wonder, something that could captivate and inspire generations of people across the world. So, in summary, if Earth had rings like Saturn, we'd see massive changes to our weather, ecosystems, and even our way of life. It would affect everything from the stability of our environment to how we interact with space. While the rings might look beautiful, they would have profound implications for life on Earth, changing everything from our daily routines to how we view the cosmos. This thought-provoking concept shows just how interconnected our planet is and how even the most beautiful phenomena could radically change the world.